Good evening, hello, good morning, hello, hi, howdy, bienvenidos, konnichiwa, uh, hello, um, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is a little bizarre, and I'll explain why in a moment, but this is DoobieZX, and it's been a while. It's been a while since I've done something other than a channel update, at least. So, I'm here today, more than anything. In fact, because of the following, I should probably turn down the volume a bit. I am here today, more than anything, to have a little chat and talk about the channel and what's going on and where things are going. And so I was hoping to do it to the backdrop of a game, because I'm probably going to be here explaining things for a while, but I'm realizing that I probably don't have the brain power to speak and do this. And yes, I'm going to be a big enough idiot to try Monsoon. I realize this is the first time I ever play Risk of Rain on this channel, and I understand a few people watching may not have, oh, that's not the right way to put it. They might not know what Risk of Rain is about, but we're gonna go ahead and save that because I really want to talk about the channel. To that end, God damn it. I really am crossing some wires here. I have to remember how to play this game. Or I don't. Anyways. Alright, so, the channel. Some of you may notice that the last time I uploaded a video to my channel was... or should I say streamed? Last time I streamed was October 31st. Poppy Playtime stream on Halloween night. It is at this moment of speaking, it is November 28th. I've been gone for a while, is my point. And the reason for that is that one day not one day, on November 1st, very specifically, I was gonna stream Dark Souls 2, actually. I was gonna stream Dark Souls 2 that night, and I tried to stream, and my bitrate was just not cooperating, and I truly mean not cooperating. OBS and Google speed test settings were all telling me that my bitrate was all over the place. It was showing up anywhere from because normally it's around 10 to 11 megabits. I was getting anywhere from that down to like nothing, honestly, 0. But it was usually just bouncing around in between. And that's impossible to stream with. I can't, if I lower the settings too much, the stream is going to be visually unwatchable. And even then, it's just unstable. I could lower it to like try and hit 360p, 30 frames per second, and I'm still going to be dropping some frames here and there because it just wasn't working. So like that was a thing, right? I had to take a few days off to try and look into it and see what there was to be done about it. The most popular, I wouldn't call it a popular answer, so to speak. The general trend for responses to problems in this vein was that it was probably problems with the ISP. And I mean, I've experienced this before. I've experienced it. I've had friends experience it. I've seen other people talk about it. And yeah, that makes sense to me. So, cue God only knows how many phone calls to my internet service provider try and get things sorted out. And we called in some technicians. The first guy, bless his heart, he was the nicest of the bunch, but he did basically nothing. He changed a splitter on my wall, and that was supposed to be all hunky-dory, and of course it wasn't. And changed the splitter, and I noticed a day or two later nothing was happening. So I had to call back. My internet's still fucked. Send someone else again. So we did that. Sent someone else. This next guy was interesting, and by interesting I mean not very useful. I described to him the issues, and he kind of just insisted that the signal in the area is weak, and I mean, we knew that. Disable a cable box. That should boost your signal. We did that, it didn't do anything. And now, now I don't have cable in my room, but I don't care, that's besides the point. What he did do, though, was that he noted that, okay, I'm seeing that there is a problem with the node that provides service to the area. Okay, fine, great. What he did was, in the moment, he called his manager and told him, hey, shit's fucked, send someone to fix it. And the guy said yes, and that was that. He did tell me, however, and this is stuff that was loosely mentioned in my channel updates up until now, but kind of recapping in whatever detail is necessary, because I tried to be brief in those other things. He told me it's gonna get fixed, just I don't know when. I really don't know. So keep checking, and if in like a week everything's messed up, call someone again and tell them. So what a surprise! Week and a half passed by and everything's still messed up. So at this point, it's only been a few days ago. On the 26th, I called and told them everything that had been going on, and the guy verified. Yes, there is an issue with the connection. A request to perform maintenance on the air. Where's the goddamn teleporter here? Up there. A request to perform maintenance on the area was not filed, so no one ever actually went out to do anything. Okay. Apparently a technician has to be the one to file that request. So he said, I'm gonna get you a supervisor to go out to your house, check everything out, and we're gonna get this sorted. Alright, cool, fine, dandy. And I mean, this is where I kind of want to be brief, because I am frankly frustrated thinking about it. But that's what happened today. The technician came out, not the supervisor. It wasn't until a few minutes after the guy was supposed to show up that I got a phone call from the company and said such and such is going to be coming, and it was fishy to me already. And the way the guy showed up and carried himself, I knew like 2 seconds into the interaction that it wasn't a supervisor. Whatever. If you can help me, you can help me. Turns out, and this is where things get annoying. He performed whatever usual tests you can perform, and he said everything is fine. There's issues and we don't know what's going on. He said straight up, everything's just okay, everything's working. What's the problem? Why'd you call us out here? And I mean, I was at this point upset, and I began to get a little bit short with the gentleman. Bless him, he's doing what he can, but it sure as hell's not helping me out. I tell him, give me a minute, I'm gonna call customer service again, I'm gonna have them run their tests, and you can see, they're gonna tell you that there's issues. Like, you know, like the 7 or 8 customer service reps before all this told me. And I made the call, and the customer service rep says, no, everything looks good. Anything else I can help you with? And just, oh my god. I tell the technician, hey, the last technician who came here said there was supposed to be a request filed, but he never did it, and then this guy's like, alright, well, I can't submit that request because everything looks good. I'm not allowed to do that. And, I mean, hooray. It only took, nearly a month of my life in worry and, like, a good 10 hours of actual effort spread across various incidents wasted because I'm back where I started, and frankly worse than where I started because I literally don't know what to do. The issue's still there. When I try to upload things to YouTube, the connection is absolute crap, and I cannot stream like that. And I didn't. So, like, let's be real for a second. I honestly, I was incredibly distraught by this news because, like, hey, if I can't upload stuff, then this channel is dead. Plain and simple. Like, there's not really any other way to put it. And I did not want that to be the case. And I spent a good, like, 30 minutes after the guy left, just kind of staring at a poorly lit room, thinking about life, thinking about what's gone on today and what that means for me and what I'm going to let it mean for me and how much crap I'm gonna put up with. And after some thinking, after some speaking with friends, what I decided is I am going to formally, I mean, I honestly would prefer to be streaming, I really would, but I can't. So, until further notice, we are going to be moving to pre-recorded uploads. Now, what's gonna be different? What's gonna be the same? So, here's the thing. I was streaming, but in large part, I was streaming to a couple of friends who would watch me once in a while. And I do literally mean a couple of friends. I don't have very many friends. But bless the ones that I do have. They're wonderful people, and I'm incredibly grateful that they're in my life. I was kind of streaming for them because I did have a few stragglers come through this channel. Let's be real, I'm a nobody right now. And I'm making this content kinda to no one in particular. But it's kinda like the philosophy of dressing for the job you want, not the job you have. I like to carry myself as I think I would if I had more people. Anyways, that's besides the point. I usually had a friend or two in the chat with me when I'm doing streams. Usually, not always. I have done streams where no one showed up, and I just filled the silence myself to a debatable degree of success. Here's the thing though, it's honestly a very different dynamic when I know for a fact that there is no live chat. My second monitor, there's only OBS. There's no chat, there's no constant glancing over to the right to see if anyone's shown up. It's just me, and no one else. And it remains to be seen exactly how different that will be, but I'm telling you right now, that's different. The other thing, this is a good thing. I think the video quality is going to be better, so that's something. I've done test uploads before this, or I'm going to be honest with you, I've done one test upload before this. Some quality is lost in the encoding process when uploading to YouTube, but it looks a little bit better than live encoding, so that's cool. That's good. Also, it's not going to happen anytime soon, but it opens up the option if I'm doing pre-recorded content that I can perhaps edit videos, maybe compile them to be more interesting than just putting up full playthroughs, or at least cutting it up afterwards and submitting highlight reels. I don't know. That's an option. It's something I'd like to do, but being able to do it well takes practice, and that's time that I am unsure I want to devote just yet. Here's a major downside though. So like I'm doing pre-recorded uploads to sidestep the issue of upload speed. Except, spoiler alert, you still need to upload videos to YouTube. Even if I record this and try to post it later, I still need to upload, big videos, and the test that I did was literally like 3 minutes, and it took me like 10 minutes to upload that. Not process it, to upload it before it began processing. Simply put, it remains to be seen how timely my uploads will be. I would like to continue putting out roughly 1 video per day. It's just like I can make 1 video per day, whether it's gonna actually make it to YouTube or not, that's an entirely different story. Is there anything else worth mentioning? Nothing else really in particular. I mean, it's kind of the obvious thing that, hey, there's not going to be other people in this. And I mean, there usually wasn't, like I just mentioned, but there is absolutely not now. There is a certain burden placed upon me then, that I have to be interesting to make up for that. And I'm not going to try and force something that's not there, but, for lack of a better word, I do think this is going to be a challenging transition to do well. I'm a boring person. It sounds very defeatist to say it so matter-of-factly, but that's I'm not ashamed of who I am. So like, it's the simple truth. I'm not an interesting person. It's hard for me to talk about things besides the simple game that I'm playing or something. I don't know. I don't know that I'd call this circumstance an interesting story, but sometimes things like this happen. If I have something to talk about, I can talk. It's just I usually don't have things to talk about. To that end, I repeat that we'll just see how things progress. This is it. I don't think I have a say in the matter. I do not have the strength of will, frankly, to try and pursue a fix for my upload speed. I've even heard people trying to change their internet service provider in response to this kind of issue, and still having it persist. So like, guys, I cannot stress this enough. I have wanted to be streaming this past month, and I have been unable to, and it is, in and of itself, that's a psychological burden I've been carrying, and I don't want to anymore. Fucking take it. Take it away from me, please. But that's that. I do think I said everything I want to in that regard. Uploaded videos are going to be the thing going forward. So to that end, I said I did 1 test. I've tested my capacity to actually record content. Turns out it was a matter of picking the right encoder for my setup to be able to record stuff without taking a big hit to my performance in-game. Because let me tell you, if you just boot up OBS and tell it to record, it's not going to be pretty. It's really not. I think by default it tries to do a software encoder. A software encoder, which tends to not do good. I could have got that chest. But no, OBS has an array of encoders that you can pick from, and turns out, am I playing with an artifact or something? This thing is doing some, it's probably the crowbars. That's like for the secret ending. I'm not gonna do that. Not much of an ending, but whatever. Turns out if I pick the right encoder, hey, I can play games and record at the same time, and the video actually comes out quite nice. Really nice, actually. It's a shame that some quality is lost when you actually do the upload, because, like, damn, the actual video, the source video looks pretty darn good. But besides the notion of my rig actually running well while playing a game, I mean, I've already mentioned this stuff. I don't want to loop around and repeat myself. Things are going to be a little bit different, but I don't think it's going to be bad. Frankly, I think the only thing really stopping me at this point is, the upload speed. If, oh, look, I have gas. Not the bottom kind, the top kind. And also, hold up, my dog is being annoying. Hey, if I'm doing uploads, I can cut this out later. I probably won't, though, because I'm lazy. What? What do you want? Okay. Where was I? It would definitely be a much... There's a thing... Technically speaking, there is a... Talking about the game now, there's a blue portal over there. I forgot what the name of the shrine is called. And I probably should activate it, but, like, I don't want to trivialize this run with lunar items. Anyways, if this channel had more active participants, then maybe it would hurt a little bit more to be switching to uploaded content. But as it stands now, I mean, my friends can tell me what they think outside of this the video, and otherwise, I don't know. I'm laughing because, like, yeah. What a surprise! I don't really have people participating. That's not news. Let's not pretend it is. It's okay. I've said it before. I really do hope that someday, it doesn't have to be millions of people or whatever, but if even one person somewhere in the world watches my content and thinks, this is funny, I'm happy I saw this, then that's really enough for me. Hold up! Leo, you have to be quiet. You wanna go out? Is that what this is? Stay put, Leo. I'll take you out later. I think it's raining now. As I was, let me drink water. If even one person somewhere ends up seeing this and appreciating it, then cool, great. I mean that, I'm not being facetious. But for now, it is the same struggle that many others before me have gone through. making content for kinda no one in particular. Frankly, I don't mean to sound unappreciative. If anything, I want to say that that's a bit of an advantage for me where I'm at in the growth of this channel. From an analytics standpoint, my content's getting out there, and it is getting clicks. Not very many, but it's getting clicks. People are coming by, people are watching. People aren't staying. That's something I need to figure out, hopefully fix. But the fact that people are at least clicking through and deciding to watch a bit is a nice step. That means the channel is getting exposure. It has not really drawn in a permanent audience up until this point. So to that end, it's probably more important for me to really keep up content creation and keep the algorithm thinking, hey, this guy wants to do something. I'm not sure what, but it looks like something. Keep getting my numbers up, and I don't know. We'll see what happens from there. Like I already said. Alright. I absolutely hate these, so I need to focus. Cool beans. I'm really proud. I'm really proud that I've actually survived this run up until now. I have not played Risk of Rain in a good couple months. I expected this to go a bit more poorly for picking Monsoon, but I'm doing okay. Although anyone who's played this game knows that I'm hitting the hump. I'm hitting where things actually start to get hard now. So maybe I'm speaking a little out of turn. Alright, I was technically saying something more about the whole transition to uploaded content or whatever. I've beat that dead horse enough. Let's face the fact that I don't have anything else to say. I technically have customer service stories from my job, but like that's it. That's all I go out and do. I go out and work sometimes, and when I come home, I'm supposed to be streaming, but otherwise I've been playing video games. But like not the video games I actually want to be playing, because I was saving those for streams. Speaking of games, I was playing Tales of Berseria, and I feel like I finished something in its entirety. What game was I playing? I've been playing Deep Rock Galactic, so I tried Deep Rock Galactic on a free weekend many moons ago. And I quite enjoyed it, and I've always wanted to buy it, and it wasn't until now that I decided to get it. Don't ask me why, particularly. I can't really tell you a good reason. I just felt like I should wait. And, I got it. I've been playing that a lot. I've been playing Tales of Berseria. And before I comment on that, I want to talk about whatever else I was playing, but I straight up, I can't remember it. I only remember it was something I, like, kind of rushed through so that I could stop playing it. Because it wasn't really gripping me all that much. And, like, wow. I guess I was right, because I literally can't remember what it was. Alright, whatever. I can't remember the other game. Tales of Berseria, though. I mentioned it in the descriptions for my videos that Tales of Arise is my first Tales game. That is true, and I didn't finish Berseria. In fact, I don't think I got very far in it. But I put in like a modest little 10 or so hours, and it's interesting. It's interesting to see where it's definitely dated compared to Arise, but also where it still excels and is still a game absolutely worth going back and playing, because that's the truth. Berseria has simply been enjoyable so far. I definitely still want to go back and finish it. And I also kind of have the regret that, like, hey, maybe I should have streamed it, but I mean, whatever. I've been bored. I have been bored as sin this past month. Berseria, honestly, the story for Berseria kind of gripped me a little bit better than Arise. At least the beginning of it. Berseria so far has a nice world that it built in a hurry, and I really gotta get rid of this vagrant so that I can focus my brain again. There we go. I think, in my opinion, and it can change later, but Berseria has done a better job opening up the game in the beginning. Berseria starts out telling you the backstory of the character that you play as, and in that process, establishing the world and the lore a little bit. It hooked me a little bit better. But that being said, the direction it took immediately afterwards, because it does a time skip. You start as someone when they're young, and then time passes, and then you kind of start the actual game. After the time skip, stuff is okay. I still iterate that it's probably done a better job at world building than Arise so far. But that's kind of about the end of it. The characters so far, the characters are better in Arise, if you ask me. The characters in Berseria, they just kind of drop them into the story and expect you to like them. And they have character in the sense that they're memorable, but like they're characters in the way that people who don't watch anime think every anime character is. They're very flanderized is the term I'm looking for. They stick to certain tropes and just kind of really leverage those tropes more than be interesting people. It's not bad, I just think Arise so far has the better characters. That being said, the visuals for Arise are definitely markedly better. Like, no shit, that's just a newer game. A game's not gonna look worse in a future release, but I want to stress that I know that I know Berseria came out on Steam in like 2017. I'm wondering if that's close to the actual release of the game, or if they released it like a couple years later. Because I mean, Berseria looks a little rough for a 2017 game. It has a lot of character, has an interesting art direction. I wish I got that bustling fungus. My reaction speed on the choice terminals, even back in the first Risk of Rain, have been hilariously bad. I cannot stress this enough. For someone who kind of lives for action games and reflexes and reaction speeds and stuff, I suck at those things. Berseria's visuals, as I was saying, it has a good art style. It has a very characterized art style. And it's pleasing to look at, don't get me wrong. It's a pretty game in a lot of ways, but it's also very much dated. They kind of were doing what they could with the tech that they had. Unlike Arise, where honestly, I look at Arise and it kind of sets the standard for what looks good nowadays. It looks good. The only issue with Arise is the detail popping. If not for that, if you can get all the detail in at once, Arise is honestly one of the best looking games I've seen. Berseria not so much. Berseria actually probably kind of looks like this. You can see that there's a lot of thought and style that goes into the art direction, but in terms of actual technology and in terms of I'm trying to add more to that statement, but the simple statement is that in terms of technology, Risk of Rain doesn't do anything particularly ambitious for visuals, but it still looks good. So that comparison works for me. That being said, I'm kind of getting the more sideline comparisons out of the way first, because the only thing I have left to talk about is the gameplay, because oh my god, Berseria's gameplay kind of sucks. I have no other way to put it. It's kind of obnoxious and just boring and not very fun. It's not bad, but I like it's a good thing the story for Berseria is pretty okay so far, because the gameplay is doing a good job of making me want to go do like anything else. I haven't played Berseria in like 2 weeks. Like 1 week. I've been playing Deep Rock more. I've also been playing whatever other game that I tried to rush to finish, but I can't remember what. Not Alien Isolation. I'm here to let you guys know that I did. This is bad. This is bad. This is very bad. This is very bad. Never mind, we're good. We're fine. We're okay. Nope, I'm not okay after this! Oh my god. Did I dodge that or did I... I don't care. I don't have time to care. I gotta keep moving. I could really use more move speed! No, that's gonna kill me. Oh boy. Or not. I planned for that all along? Alright, what I didn't plan for though is how to safely get down from here. Yeah, this works. This is not good. Very not good. Very not good! My HP recovery is actually pretty decent. I'm dead. I'm very dead. No, I'm not. So like, anyone who plays Risk of Rain, I'm sorry that this is probably the worst run you've watched in the past however much. But, I'm trying. It's been a while. I can salvage this. I got it. Just give me a minute. Once I kill that thing, I should get a red item, and hopefully that red item really helps me, like, start doing better. Bad times. Nope. Alright. That was close. Oh, man. Honestly, I'll call that not terrible for not having played in a few months. I at least got to talk about everything I wanted to. That's the other thing about this whole transition to uploaded content. At least starting out, I'm probably gonna keep things a little bit short. It's not worth explaining, but for a lot of reasons, it's probably easier for me to deal with. But that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I hope I wasn't too terrible, and I hope you bear with me. This channel hit a rough patch, but I am very determined to bring it back. I really mean that. And I do hope some of you are here cheering me on. Maybe not vocally, but somewhere. I don't know. And if you're not, whatever. Have a great day, but like spitefully. Screw you. I'm kidding. That's all for today. Take care.